And good morning, everybody. So we are a little different angle this morning, so I know the light is not perfect. That's why I've picked the other angle for all the workouts. But today, my foam mat, there's not much that'll slide on that. So I'm using my wood floor area to do the Pilates this morning. So just get comfortable on standing on your floor. So if you need a yoga mat on your floor for your feet, go ahead and put one on for that first little part. We will need it later, so you'll need your yoga mat, a chair, and I'm on a wood floor, so I have just 2 rags. If you're on a carpet, paper plates will work. If you don't have anything that will slide on your mat, then on your floor, then don't worry about it. We can do all the movements without the slider. It just adds a little different dimension to it. So feet are going to be under your hips to start. And good morning, Sue, and good morning, Rita. You're going to think up nice and tall. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, you're going to try and draw in the pelvic floor, slowly engaging your glutes just very gently. Abs engaged gently. And inhale. Exhale, same thing. Just start engaging. Think about the muscles in your legs, like if you're pulling on pants, pulling up on your muscles. Let's inhale. On the next exhale, we're going to lift the heel up. So exhale, lifting the heel up, not falling into the hips, just sticking up nice and tall. And let's put that foot down. And exhale, lift. And inhale down. Okay, we're going to go one more time like this on both sides. We're just warming up here. And last one. Perfect. We're going to lift the knee up this time. So exhale, lift. Lifting that knee up. And let's press it down. Don't let it drop. Other side, exhale, lift. And down. Okay, one more time per side. Exhale, lift, lengthen your core here, and push that foot down. Good, and one more time. Good. We're gonna add a little bit of hip movement. So we're gonna lift the knee up and hold it there. If you need the chair because your balance is a little iffy, just have it so you can just have a couple fingers on it next to you. So let's think up nice and tall. Exhale, lift the knee up to hip 8 or a little bit lower. Then you're going to open it to where it goes, keeping your hips towards me. Slide it back. Let's put it down. Other side. Exhale, up. Open to where it goes. Slide it back. Okay. Let's think up nice and tall. Exhale, up. And open that knee. Slide it together, down, one more time, exhale up, and open, together, perfect. So feet just the width of your hips a little bit wider, get comfortable moving your shoulders. So give me some circles here. And give me some bigger circles. So make sure you're not moving your upper body with it. Try to go just with your shoulders. Good, and relax. Let's go the other direction, but not too big at first. So going the other direction, just little circles, and then making them bigger and bigger. Good. And last one. Perfect. Relax. Let's think up nice and tall into your neck. So think about underneath your chin. Lifting up, you're going to look at the ceiling without squishing the back of your neck. And bring it back down. Same thing from the back, lengthen and then looking down. Just a nice little stretch here. And let's bring it back. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of rotation to our movements. So let's think up nice and tall. Hands are going to be in front here. You can have just the hands touching each other. And we're going to just rotate to one side. So keeping the hips in place, you're going to exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate the other way. So try not to lead with your elbows. So when I'm exhaling, I'm thinking about my shoulder rotating, not my elbows going further. Inhale to center, exhale, rotate. We're going to go a little bit further. We're going to move our hips. So you're going to exhale, rotate, and then let the hips follow a little bit without twisting your knees. Let's inhale to center. Lengthen, exhale, rotate. We're always lengthening in the middle. Before you rotate, it's good to lengthen and decompress the spine so you'll have a little bit more mobility. Back to center, lengthen, and over the other direction. Center. Good. Relax your shoulders. Okay, let's go into our sliders. So for our first one, you're going to put both feet on it, and we're going to just go towards the side. So first, little bend into our knees. I forgot this part in the warm-up. So feet are under your hips, and you're going to just send your hips back, little bend into your knees, and then let's stand tall. Exhale, little bend into your knees, sending your hips back and up, nice and tall. One more time. Let's stay here for a second. Press into your heels, squeeze your glutes. Give me little mini pulses here. So you're going up a little, down. We're not going forward and back. Up, down. And we're not into a deep squat here. So we're just kind of warming up here and making sure that we remember our form. So toes are staying behind the toes. Good, let's come on all the way up and relax. Okay, so you can have 2 fingers on the chair if you want to. Feet are going to be under your hips. Your left leg is going to go out to the side. So you're going to stand on your right leg and unlock the knee that you're standing on to start. And we're just going to slide it out and in. So I'm just unlocked here. And we're going to inhale on the out, exhale on the in. Because as we're going further, it's going to be harder to bring it back in. Exhale out, inhale in. Good, let's do the same thing on the other side. So if you're using the chair, I would recommend that you put it just in front of you for this one. So I'm always keeping that knee unlocked, just exhaling out, inhale in. Exhale out, inhale in. Good, we're going to go a little bit lower. If you have the chair in front of you, as you're going lower, you're going to make sure you're not going towards the chair. So feet under your hips, unlock that right knee, straighten out the left. Let's bend this one to go a little bit further. We're not following this leg because we would fall over. So your weight is not going over here. Weight is staying over that right leg. Let's inhale on the out. Then press into your heel here. Pull up. Exhale. Go to where you can one more time. Inhale on the out. No weight on this foot. Pull up. Good. And let's do the other side. So let's slide it out. Then bending that knee, sitting back on your left heel. Pull the right leg in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, one more time. Inhale and exhale. We're not doing a whole lot of repetition, but you might feel your inner thighs tomorrow a little bit. We're going to go back to these later. We're going to go to the back. So here, feet unlocked. You're just going to straighten that left leg back and then in. So I just want you to engage your abs, back and in. One more time, so there's no weight on this one, you're just sliding it out. Good, other side. Up nice and tall, unlock your left knee, slide your right leg back, straighten it up and in. And slide back and in, sliding back and in. Good, we're going to go back to that first leg. You can still be behind the chair here. You're going to straighten this leg behind. And then we're going to bend the front knee, but we don't want to follow this back leg. So we're just gonna bend that front knee. There's weight on it a little bit, but you're not relying on this one for control, it's this one. Exhale, pull it up. Inhale, let's slide it back. So I said you could do this whole thing without a slider, and then I forgot to mention how you can do this one without the slider. So if you don't have a slider, here if I don't have my toes, you can just slide it, little touches to where you can go, and then bring it in. Okay, let's do the other side. So up nice and tall, let's slide it back so you can walk it back and in. You can slide, pressing into that front heel, exhale up. Let's slide back and pull up. Okay, feet under your hips. We're going to work on our arms a little bit. So up nice and tall, let's lift the arms up next to you. We're going to bring them forward, and then we're going to press out as we're exhaling. So I want you to press them out and inhale to center. And exhale. Good, let's stay here, unlock your knees, little bend forward. All right, so up nice and tall into your core, lengthen that core, inhale, and exhale. Good, one more time, inhale, and exhale. Good, and let's bring it up. Let's bring your arms to the front. Let's exhale, pull them up. Inhale down. Good, exhale, pull them up. So here you're going to go to where you can, engaging your abs so your hips are not going forward. So wherever that is, as you're coming up, if you're at eye level and you can feel your low back collapsing, stop here. If not, keep going. But if you're feeling that low back wanting to collapse, just stop there. Good, let's stay up here. Unlock your knees, little hinge forward. Good, arms down. Exhale up, pelvic floor in, abs in, lengthen. Good, inhale. And exhale, lengthen. Make sure your shoulders are not leading here. So you're up nice and tall, shoulder blades are in. Inhale down, one more time. Exhale up. Watch your neck here. It's going to want to help you keep that alignment from the top of your head to your tailbone. Good. Press into your heels, squeeze your glutes. Come on up. All right, we're going to combine the two exercises together. So working on a little coordination, body awareness, balance, the whole kit. So up nice and tall. And as we're lightening, we're going to lift our arms up as we're going to the side. So here I ask you to breathe out coming back in before, but because we're adding the arms to that, it's going to be actually harder to pull the leg out than pull it back in. So we're going to exhale on the out. So let's unlock your right knee, and that left leg is going to come out. So let's just slide it out so it's straight, and arms are, we're going to hinge at the waist here, and we're bending a little bit forward. As we're lunging to the side, so bending this knee more, we're going to lift our arms up to the side. So let's get ready, arms in front. Let's inhale. On the exhale, arms out, bending that knee. Pressing into that right heel, pull it together. And exhale out. Nice strong core here. Inhale to center. I'm going to go sideways. And exhale out. Watch that front knee, so we don't want this to happen. You want your hips back. Inhale to center. Good. Let's do the other side. Up nice and tall. And just straighten it at first, sorry. And let's slide it out. Hips back. If you're feeling any pressure into your knee, keep it a little higher. Focus on your arms at the same time as you're moving, but don't go so far. And if you're feeling that in your low back, same thing. Exhale, pelvic floor in. Inhale. Good. We're going to do 3 more per side. Exhale out. Inhale. So the leg that's sliding is really not the one that's working the hardest. Last one. Good. And other side. Just 3 more. Let's exhale out. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Okay, and relax those shoulders. Now we did the arms up in front, so you know what's coming next. You can either, if you don't have the slider again, you can step it back and in. With the slider, we're gonna slide it back and then back in. So same thing here. Before, as we're sliding back, it was the easiest movement. Now it's actually gonna be the hardest because as we're sliding back, we're gonna lift our arms up. Now, we can inch forward a little bit, but I don't want you to bend forward. So up nice and tall, you're gonna straighten that leg behind you. And as you're exhaling, you're gonna bend that front knee, lifting the arms just to chest height. Good, and then maybe higher, depending on how that feels for you. And bring it in. Let's inhale on the exhale, press up, slide it back, inhale up. And one more time, exhale, inhale. Good, other side. So there's lots of core involved here, just for all this control. Unlock the knee you're standing on. Let's just straighten it behind you. And then we're gonna slide it back and up. And just slide it back. So the goal here is to be nice and solid on this foot. And the other one, the knee is still bent a little bit. There's no need to straighten it. Good, relax. And we're gonna do 3 more on each side. So go to the depth that works for you today and to the height with your arms that works for you today. So let's inhale on the exhale, you're sliding it back. So make sure you're not bending forward here. Up nice and tall, and you're not sinking into that low back either. So finding that perfect posture. So up nice and tall, exhale, lift. Inhale in. One more time, exhale, lift. Inhale. And switching leg, unlock the knee you're standing on, and exhale, lift. Inhale. Perfect. Up nice and tall, exhale, lift. And inhale one more time. Good. Okay. And we are, perfect. So we're going to place our chair facing us. And we're going to work our core. So if your chair is on, so mine here, the balls on the wood floor, they slide really easily. So I have to work my core a lot more to actually maintain my posture so that I'm not pushing on my chair and I'm not pulling on it. So if you want to make it a little bit less taxing on your abs, you can put your chair on a yoga mat in front of you or on a carpet. And so yeah, if you're on a carpet, then you'll be okay. If you're on a wood floor and it's very slimy, then put a yoga mat underneath, just the end of your yoga mat. All right, so we're gonna stand in front of our chair and we're gonna go into, just making sure, perfect. We're gonna go into a plank. So first, I want you to bend your knees and then place your elbows and forearms on the chair. So you can hold on to your chair here in front. We're gonna slide one leg back. Now you're gonna maintain that posture. So up nice and tall, let's exhale, slide the other one back. Bring the knee in, and back, and in, and back, and in, back. Good, let's bring both knees in and press into your heels here. Walk your hands and come on up. So depending on how that felt, you can keep going with those. If you don't have a slider, you're gonna walk them, right? So walk and walk in. So here, I'm gonna go back to it, and I'm gonna switch them at the same time. So you do the variation that works for you today. So let's go back, bend your knee, make sure you're not just rounded up here. Bend your knees, abs in, let's straighten one leg behind, and the other, good. Now bring one knee in, and then switch both at the same time. You're gonna inhale on one, exhale on the other. Now make sure here you're looking in front of your chair. So if I look at my feet, my back is all rounded. Look in front of your chair. Don't sink in those shoulders. Good. Breathe in on one, exhale on the other. Good, let's bring both knees in, bend your knees, hands on the chair, come on up, relax. Okay, I've got a few exercises into that plank position on the chair. If you're looking for more, instead of being on the chair, you can go on a low plank or a high plank on the floor. Same movement for everything, you're just gonna be on the floor. I'm gonna do them on the chair today. So we're gonna go to the next one, we're gonna go back into a plank. If you're having a hard time with your low back, you can go into a high plank on the chair, and that's gonna help a little bit, your angle is a little bit more. So any of those, if you don't have a slider, instead of sliding your leg, you're gonna move it out and back in, all right? So here, let's put our hands on our chair, slide one leg back or walk it back, slide the other. Hold that plank for a second. Look in front of you, make sure you're not sinking into the shoulders. Let's slide one leg out, and my floor stops here, but you can go a little further and bring it in. Other side, out and in, and out, and in, and out, and in. I'm gonna give you some breaks, so we're gonna stand between each so that we can give our back a chance to relax. Slide your legs all the way in, bend your knees, hands on your chair, and let's gently roll up. Good. Okay, so our next one, we alternated. Our next one is going to be the two legs together. If the two legs together do not work for you, or if you don't have a slider, then you're going to walk one out, walk the other, walk it in, walk it in. But you can keep alternating instead of the two together. So you can keep doing what we just did. The variation of height that works for you, let's bend our knees, forearms on the chair, eyes just in front. Slide one leg back. Next, exhale, slide the other. Good. Now, nice and solid on that chair. The trick for the chair not moving, if I slide my shoulders back, then I'm pushing on the chair. So keep those shoulders right over your elbows. Let's inhale and open up the legs. Exhale, bring them in. Inhale, open. Exhale, slide. Inhale, open. Exhale, slide in. We got two more. Inhale, open. Exhale, in. Inhale, open. Exhale, in. Slide one knee in. Slide the other. Bend your knees and gently roll up, one vertebra at a time. Good. All right, so we did switching the knees in the middle, and we did just one knee in, out, so we're gonna do both knees in. So you can do one at a time or keep the little switch that we did earlier. Bend your knees, forearms on your chair. Let's slide it back. Good, so here, if you have no sliders, you're gonna just put the knee up and then the other. So because we have the sliders, we can slide both knees in, slide them out. So when you're sliding them out, you're gonna have to shuffle them out, slide them in, shuffle them out, slide them in, shuffle them out. We got two more, slide them in, shuffle them out, slide them in, shuffle them out, and bring them in one at a time. Bend your knees, hands on the chair, and slowly roll up. Okay, so The next one is going to be the knee up to the side. So I've got just 2 more sets on the chair, and then your shoulders will get a little break. So we're going to go on the floor after. So relax your shoulders. If you're feeling that this is too much for your shoulders, then skip one. Just take a slightly longer break. So we're going to bring one knee up to the side at a time. So let's unlock the knees and then put your hands down, arms down. Let's extend, exhale, extend. You're going to slide that knee up and back. Slide the knee up and back. So we're going to exhale up, inhale back, exhale up, inhale back, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. We've got one more per side. Good, and let's walk them in. And bend your knees, and rolling up, one vertebra at a time. Relax your shoulders. Okay, so we're gonna do a little pike plank here. Again, you can go, think of a dolphin push-up here. So if you don't have the sliders, you can do those dolphins where you're here and then you're sliding the hips back, sliding them in. Okay, so if we have the slider, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually pull the legs up and in, and then you're gonna shuffle and then slide them back. So we're gonna get ready. If you do what you can. For today, you can keep doing just the bent knees here. So I kept my legs straight. Now, the first one before we bended the knees to bring them in, you can keep going with this one. So hands on your chair, unlock your knees, and then slide one leg back on the exhale, slide the other. Good, let's inhale on the exhale. Pull your hips up, pull up, and then shuffle it back. So if, I know my chair is getting in my way, so let's pull up, slide it back. Good, let's pull up, and sliding it back, shuffle it. 2 more, let's breathe out, pull, and slide it back. Good, and breathe out, pull. Try to lift those hips up, and slide it back. Good, slide one knee in, and the other, bend your knees, hands on your thighs, slowly rolling up, one vertebra at a time. All right, I'm gonna put the chair away. We're gonna go on the floor. So here, you're gonna use your mat, but we're gonna shuffle around on the mat. So at first, we're gonna go on our back, and our feet should be off the end of the mat. So I'm just gonna unroll it a little bit. And, sorry, if you wanted to do the 20-minute option, it's lasted a little longer than 20 minutes, but you got a good core workout for today. So we're gonna be on the floor for the rest. So if the floor is not your thing, then have a great day and a great weekend. So we're gonna just sit on the floor today. So you can sit on the floor however you like. Just gonna lower down into a mini squat and keep lowering. Good, to where you can, and then hands down and graciously on the floor. Gracefully, not graciously, gracefully. All right, so on your back, I'm gonna unroll my mat here so it makes a little pillow for me. All right, and you want your hips close to the edge of your mat. All right, so your feet are still on the sliders, and then your knees are in line with your hips. And we're gonna inhale, and shoulder blades in the little pocket. On the exhale, we're just gonna lift the hips up into a bridge. And then you're gonna squeeze your glutes, going no higher than tabletop. And having that little pillow here is okay, only because I'm putting the weight in my upper back. I'm not going higher here, squeezing my neck. Okay, so nice and tall, and inhale down. Good, exhale, slide both legs out. So you're gonna be on your heels. And in. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale up. So the hardest movement, and the one where I want your pelvic floor to really engage, is really on the up here in the bridge. So if you don't have a slider, you're going to extend one leg out as we're sliding both, and you're going to do the bridge. Then you're going to alternate your leg. We're going to slide both. If you find that both legs is putting pressure into your low back, alternate them. Sliding out. So you should start feeling a little bit the back of your legs here. Exhale up. It doesn't seem like much, just sliding those legs out on the sliders, but you got to keep a little pressure on them as you're pulling them in, and that's working your hamstrings. This is our last one. All right, and we're going to go on our side. So we're going to just put the sliders off to the side for that next one. So you're going to be just lying on your side, on your hand here. We're going to do a few climbs here. I want you to straighten your whole upper body, so from tailbone to the top of your head, up nice and tall, and then don't let your side just drop here. Pick it up, and feet are together, knees are at 45 degrees. We're going to lift the heels up so they're in line with the tailbone today. Both versions are good, so don't worry about it if you've done some with the feet down, they are both good. So up nice and tall, I want that chest open, you're not collapsing on yourself. Let's inhale on the exhale, lift the knee up, and inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale up. Inhale down. We're going to do two more. Exhale up. You're going up to where you can without the hip falling. Inhale down. So try to go open a little bit more and focus on that hip not moving. Good. We're going to straighten our legs, and then you're going to grab one slider and slide it out with the top leg. I'm on my lower knee here, and we're going to go into a side plank. So here, I want your elbow right underneath your shoulder, up nice and tall. If this is too much for your shoulder, just stay on the floor here, and instead of sliding the leg like I'm going to do, you're going to lift it up and then move it forward and back. So it's going to be that top leg exercise, but we're into a side plank. If it's too much for your shoulders, stay on the ground here and do it with, you can use the slider if you want, or not, and keep the leg just a couple inches off the ground, okay? So, because I know there's a lot of shoulders in here today, so you do what you can for today. So depending on your floor and your knee here, you can make sure that you are on your yoga mat for your knee. And you're going to go up nice and tall here, lifting that hip off the floor on the next exhale. So I'm on my knee. We're going to inhale on the exhale. You're going to slide that leg forward. Inhale to center. Exhale forward. Inhale to center. And let's lower. Good. So I'm going to go up into a full plank for 3 more. You can stay on that knee. You can try the full plank. If it doesn't work, the knee's always there. You can do 1 in a full plank and the rest. So you're going to have that foot just behind the slider. And don't push on your slider leg. Let's press into, you're going to have your foot flexed here, your lower foot flexed. And let's inhale on the exhale, lift up. Good, now slide that leg forward and back. Exhale forward, inhale back. 1 more time. Exhale forward, inhale back, and lower. Good. We're going to go back into that little bridge. So we're going to switch it up a little bit here. So sliders are here. Bum is close to the edge of your mat, so you have room for your sliders. And we're going to go on our back. Let's place your shoulder blades in a little pocket, back and neutral. Let's inhale on the exhale. We're going to lift up. Good. So you're going to place your feet. They're in line with your hips. We're going to stay up here. Let's place your shoulder blades so you're resting on them. Make sure you're not resting on your spine, that you're not pushing in the back of your head. We're going to inhale and we're gonna extend one leg. We're gonna exhale in, lift. Inhale, exhale in, lift. So if the sliding, if you don't have a slider, you're gonna extend the leg, touch forward. Up. We're gonna do 2 more per side. Last one. Good, and let's lower. All right, we're gonna go into our other side clam, and so depending on your setup, you can just roll over and show me your back. It's okay, because I don't see it, so don't worry about it. And we're gonna go into our clam, and one leg in front. And we'll do a few more arms after, because time is just flying by. All right, so nice straight core, up nice and tall, pick up your side. Feet are 45 degrees down, heels in line with your tailbone. And let's inhale on the exhale, you're gonna lift to where you can inhale down. So maintaining, think you got a glass of water on that hip, you wanna maintain it in place. And then at the top, try to open a little bit more, squeezing the glute a little bit more, but not moving the hip. Let's exhale up, a little bit more, inhale down. Exhale up, a bit more, inhale down. And exhale up, more, and last one. Exhaling up, a little bit more, bringing it down. Good, so remember what worked for you earlier, and we're gonna try the same thing on this side. So first, let's go on our side knee. Make sure your knee is on the mat, and you can stay here again if that was too much for your shoulder and your neck. So if you're feeling a lot of strain in your neck, then skip the plank here. Just stay on your side and do the leg movement. Let's inhale on the exhale, lift up. It's not cheating, it's doing what works for you today. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And lower. Good, so do the modification that works for you today, either on your floor, on your knee, or with the leg extended. So the slider is just in front. We're gonna inhale, on the next exhale, we're gonna lift up, and then slide it forward and back. Maybe that worked on the other side, and it's not working on this side, and that's okay. We all have a better side. We're just gonna try and work them equally to rebalance them. Okay, and we are gonna go into on our knees, and then do some little stretches. So on our knees with the arms in front, you want a nice padded mat for that, so we're gonna fold it again. And you're gonna put your hands on your slider. So up nice and tall here, and what I mean by that is we're not just sinking here. So I want you to pull out of your shoulders, and then your knees are under your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. I want you to think of your tailbone towards the wall behind, top of your head towards the wall in front. We're gonna take, it's gonna be my left hand, and we're gonna push it forward to where it can go without us collapsing into it. And then I'm gonna draw a big circle out and back in. Let's do the same the other direction. So you're polishing your floor at the same time. And the other hand. Let's draw that big circle. So in that big circle, there's not much weight on that hand. Make sure that your other hand, you're pushing not just where your wrist is, but in the entire hand. Good, relax here. Now we're gonna go a little bit further. So we're gonna bend the opposite elbow and then try and go further. Slide it out, pull it in. Let's switch left arm. Bend your elbow towards your body. When you're not collapsing into it, I'm sending the elbow towards my ribs and then pull it in. So you're getting a little stretch on your side at the same time. And in. And let's slide it out. Good. One more per side. Because we're on our knees here, it's not as taxing on the shoulders. If you want a lot more for your arms, you can try those into a plank position or even into a modified plank here, okay? But we did a lot for our shoulders and neck today, so I thought we'd stay on all four for the end of the class. So you're gonna go out to the side, pull it in. Other side, not bending your elbow, out to the side, pull it in. Now we're gonna bend our elbow. So out to the side, bending the elbow you're standing on, pull it in. Out to the side, pull it in. Try not to follow your arm. So I'm going out to the side, staying over that arm. It's the same as when we did those side lunges before. So you're going out, but you're not following it out. And in. You're gonna exhale on the in because you're already down. So the hardest part is to lift up. This is our last one. Good. And just let's sit back, relax your wrists in other direction. Just move them around. Okay. And it's already time for our stretches. So we're gonna sit for our stretches and not use those sliders. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a little note. Feet in front of you, and you're gonna shift your hips. I'm going to do a little stretch for the inner of the thighs, a little bit more. So you're going to straighten one leg out and bring this one in. So you're going to straighten it out wherever you can, that you're sitting on both sits bones. So for me, if I go here, I can't. Like my sits bone here is lifted and it's hard to put it down. I have to really focus and work really hard to hold my upper body up. If I go like 3 inches in, it's perfect. So pick the place that you do have to work a little bit, hold yourself up, but it's not taking away from what we're gonna do for the stretch here. So up nice and tall, you're gonna put your hand here, extend the other. Little rotation into your shoulder blade, you're gonna bring it forward. You're gonna tuck under here, bringing that hand towards me, you're gonna get a little stretch into your back. Then relax, keep your upper body in line with your hips, lengthen, flex that foot. You're going to reach above your foot, so in line with your shoulders. And flex your foot a little bit more. You might find that little stretch. Bring it up, relax, open. Little rotation, sweeping forward. You're going to engage your abs to reach back towards the wall behind. And stop here, relax. Up nice and tall, flex that foot. And reaching up and over. And just open. Good, let's bring this leg in front. We're gonna keep it in front, stretch our back a little bit. So up nice and tall, going forward. Good, and let's walk in the direction that our toes are pointed. And let's bring it back to center. Good, same leg, you're gonna stretch the quads. You're gonna bring it behind you. And this hand, wherever you need to, you're gonna engage the area around your hip to maintain that hip in place, and you can just slide your knee back. Little stretch into the front, release, and again, engage, little slide back, and release. Let's bring it forward and switch legs. You're gonna extend this one. This one is coming in a little closer. Find that spot where you're comfortable. There's no strain here. And up nice and tall, this hand on your long leg, other hand next to you. Little rotation, sweeping forward. So you're giving me that little C shape into your back here. Good, and then stop when your body wants to follow. So we don't want to collapse on this side. I want you to lengthen first and then over. And then pulling up. And release. Relax. Little rotation, sweeping forward. Good, relax your shoulder, lengthen, flex that foot, and reach over. And up, and relax. Let's slide this leg in front, and up, and over your leg. Just a little walk forward. Let's walk in the direction that your front toes are pointing. Bring it back in, all the way up. Relax your shoulders. Let's slide this leg behind you. And keep the hip engaged. Grab your ankle, just sliding that knee back. And release. When we're doing our stretches, if there's one that you can rarely find or never find, slide it back. Please send me a note. There's always a way to find it. It's just hidden. All right, leg in front and relax your shoulders. And let's just gently relax your core, drop your chin towards your chest. Give me a little roll to one side, bringing it back to center. Little roll to the other side, back to center and up. And I hope you enjoyed this version today. If you didn't like it, that's okay. It's not gonna come back in a while, so I thought I'd use the slider. Somebody had mentioned that they had those, and I thought what a great idea for the Pilates workout. So I hope you enjoyed it, and you can redo it anytime you like. So enjoy, have a great weekend, everyone. And in case you were curious, Miranda's doing a little talk about aging backwards at 12 o'clock, 12 to 12:30 on her Facebook page. And if you can't find it, send me a note and I'll be happy to share that link. All right, take care.